typical Israeli family. This one is an infantry officer. He served almost a year in Gaza and saw a lot of combat. This one's only 15. She's in 10th grade in Jerusalem High School. That's the mother who did 2 years of national service, which is an acceptable alternative for someone who is an Orthodox Jew. This one up here is a lieutenant commander in the Israeli Navy and has a little boat. Not so little. And next to him is his bride, who served 3 years in the Navy, and you can see the connection there, right? This is the father, who served 3 years in the infantry, a good 30 years ago, and served in a couple of wars, did 20 years of reserve duty after that. And this one is an officer, a brand new officer in Israel's military intelligence. And this guy graduated from high school, and instead of going straight into the army, he's doing a year of service, which involves helping rebuild some of the Israeli communities that were decimated on October 7th last year. Now, by now, some of you probably know who these people are. That's my son. And this is, in many ways, a typical Israeli family, because practically every Israeli family has been touched by the war. My son used to be the vice principal of a large Jerusalem high school. He's been to 9 funerals of former students from that high school. They were killed in combat. So with all that figured alongside the Lebanon ceasefire, the toughest question you can ask an Israeli these days is the simplest one. How are you? It's been more than a year since Hamas terrorists overran Israeli villages near Gaza, shredding Israel's pitiful defenses, massacring 1,200 people, and kidnapping 250 others. It's a trauma equal to, even surpassing, the surprise attack by Egypt and Syria 50 years ago, setting off the 1973 war known as the Yom Kippur War. In September last year, some guy wrote an article saying it's time to get over the trauma of 1973. Okay, you know who it was, right? Timing is everything. I still think it's necessary to get over that trauma, and what we've done is put a new trauma in its place. So if you ask the question of an Israeli, how are you? It sets off a conflict.